Lakeside Dental Clinic, Go Island, is brought to you by Lakeside Dental Clinic.
When you start seeing Christmas trees appearing, you know that the holiday season is officially here. With that holiday season comes celebrations and dinner parties and staff parties, and with that often comes the enjoyment of beverages, perhaps one or two too many to stay safe to drive. So with the launch of the holiday season is the launch of Operation Red Nose. Not enough room in the warehouse at Nanaimo Loaves and Fishes, harvesting rainwater on Gabriola, and a man on a mission for soccer in Canada. Operation Red Nose launched across British Columbia on Tuesday of this week. Now they need about 250 volunteers to get almost 1,200 people locally, that's right here in Nanaimo, home during the holiday season. It's a major fundraiser for Pacific Sport. We're going to talk about how you can become a volunteer, how you can use the service, and then what the funds actually go to support local athletes in our area. But first, Nanaimo Loaves and Fishes collects a lot of food for those in need. They're very successful at it. So successful, in fact, that they're running out of room. Here's Kelly Robinson. We're here for the kickoff of Operation Red Nose in Nanaimo. Jean Senny is the coordinator this year. What is the objective of today's event? What are we doing here?
Well, it's to let the public know that Operation Red Nose is getting geared up for the Christmas season and the holiday season. And we had our provincial launch this morning in Prince George at 9:30 this morning, so we decided to have ours at noon. And we're always looking for volunteers. We never have enough volunteers. And it's to let the public know that every Friday and Saturday night, starting November the 28th to New Year's Eve, we'll be available for safe rides home, so that if people, for any reason, who don't feel like driving their vehicle home, can give us a call and we'll drive them and their vehicle home.
Okay, and that is for any reason, not just overindulging in some holiday cheer.
No.
Now, you mentioned that last year there was about 250 volunteers, and you still need more. And then the next question is, what do the volunteers do? I mean, you're up at the middle of the night driving people home, right?
Right, but it's not just driving people home. We have to have people working in our dispatch, people who take in the calls, who send the calls out to the drivers, and then drivers are in teams of 3. We have a driver, the escort driver, and the navigator. So every time somebody goes out to get somebody, there's 3 of them. The escort driver drives their own vehicle with the navigator and the driver, and then they drop them off when they pick up the people, and the driver drives your vehicle home, let's say, and the navigator tells them where to go and acts as a secretary.
Very nice. Now, I don't know if you're able to speak on it, but the atmosphere among the volunteers, it's a fun thing to do.
Oh, it is.
And you sort of catch the spirit of the season by volunteering in this way.
You do, and just look at the volunteers here. Many of them have volunteered. We have one volunteer here who's volunteered for 16 years. So they do this year after year. It's fun. It's a close-knit relationship between all of them.
Yeah, I want to do it, I think. I'm just thinking about the logistics of the time, but...
It's the esprit de corps.
Now, there are some guidelines how to, and you can go over them with volunteers individually on how to handle the sleep deprivation that you might feel, or I guess the fatigue, and how to take naps, and how to be safe, and how to be courteous. All of that's outlined every single step of the way. Getting back to the people who use the service, what is the cost?
The cost is free, but we do welcome donations.
Of course, and we're going to tell you a bit later on where those donations go to. It is a major fundraiser for Pacific Sport. Still to come today, rainwater, a source for all his household water needs, early childhood educators, a rise in demand, and meet soccer techs. You're watching Go Island, and we are here at the Nanaimo Golf Club Upper Lounge celebrating the launch of Operation Red Nose, going now for 19 years in Nanaimo, and it's all being coordinated here today. We're going to give you information on where the money goes to, but maybe you want to use the service. And just a reminder that the service is for anybody, not just people who have overindulged. If you need a ride, you can call Operation Red Nose. We're going to give you the phone number and the dates of that right now. 11 days this year, Operation Red Nose in effect. The number to call if you'd like to use the service is 250-755-6969. Now, there are 11 service dates this year in 2014 from 9 p.m. until 3 a.m. on November 28th and 29th, also running December 5th, 6th, 12th, 13th, 19th, 20th, 26th, 27th, and of course New Year's Eve, December 31st. We're going to be back with more from Operation Red Nose after we take a look at something that Annette Lucas brings us from Gabriola Island. A local man there relies completely on rainwater to provide his household water needs. Annette Lucas now looks into that. Well, if you can't beat them, you gotta join them, right? Operation Red Nose is now, I don't know if I can do this, Operation Red Nose is in full swing in Nanaimo. Last year, 25 different communities across British Columbia participated. That saw 4,300 volunteers giving 7,800 safe rides home. 755-6969 is the number to call. Early childhood educators play an extremely important role, and maybe they wear clown noses sometimes, in the lives of young children. And statistics show that the need for early childhood educators is on the rise. Here's Dunya Tosi.
How do you like my shoes? We are here at the Dutch import store here in Coombs. As you see, there's lots of candy behind us, and me being Dutch in heritage, I love this place. I love all the candy and everything they have here. And today, we're here with Mike. How's it going, Mike?
It's going good.
Good.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a trick with candies. It's very appropriate. These are lifesavers. Lifesavers. We're gonna take them, put them together, just like so. Watch this. There we go.
Ooh.
That's a link. Linked lifesavers. Here, we're gonna put them together in my hand. Watch this. That's an unlink. All right, one more time. This is for you, Mike. We're just gonna give them a squeeze, just like that.
Done.
And there they are. They're linked. This is for my new friend, Mike, right here at the Dutch import store.
Great. Thank you very much.
All right. That's it for another random act of magic.
Magic also happens when the community comes together. We are at the launch of Operation Red Nose, volunteers ensuring that people get home safely during the holiday season while also raising much-needed funds for Pacific Sport. Catherine Edwards is with Pacific Sports. How are the funds used?
Well, we use them in a couple of different ways. First of all, we have athletes in our region who work extremely hard to get to the top of the podium. And many of these athletes, it costs a lot of money for them to get there, to go to their competitions off the island and to hire coaches and to pay for facilities. And so the money goes towards programs and services to assist these athletes reach that podium that their goal is so high for. Mm-hmm. The other thing we use the funds for is to support local youth. And we have programs such as our Explore Sports and Active Star programs and after-school programs where we provide the opportunity for children who may have financial barriers to participate in sport and physical activity, and so we provide that opportunity for them to do such that. What we're trying to encourage is a community of people who enjoy activity and are active for life.
Mm-hmm. Now, it's very clear why people should use Operation Red Nose to get home safely. It's a free service by donation. Without those donations, though, what would you not be able to do? I mean, how much of an impact would that be if people didn't know that just giving the $5 or the $10 or the $20 is going to make a huge difference?
It would be a huge impact. Providing scholarships for children to participate in sport camps, we wouldn't have those funds. To be able to give the Don Long bursary that was mentioned at the launch for a deserving athlete who not only excels at their sport but also in community service. And we would not be able to give that out either, which is much needed to help these kids continue to be in school and continue to do their sport.
There's a huge range of programs that Pacific Sports offer. What are the ages that participate?
We start right with our active star, 4 to 6 years old. They learn all about physical literacy and developing fundamental movement skills. Our Explore Sports and Youth Leadership programs are ages 7 to 12. And then we have our Ignite program for emerging athletes, and that's 12 to 18. And then all of our support services that we provide because of the wonderful partners that we have. We're able to help all athletes of all ages.
Excellent. Catherine, thank you.
You're welcome.
Operation Red Nose, if you'd like to participate as a volunteer or get a ride, I'm going to throw out a phone number now, 250-755-6969. And speaking of sports, I'm sure that soccer comes into the mix at least on occasion, if not frequently. And this is a segue to James Green, who meets a guy in Victoria who is dedicated to the sport of soccer in Canada. I love interesting characters. I'm not quite sure how I feel about being one of them. If you think this looks silly, you should try feeling how I feel at the moment. I can sound a bit different than normal as well. Todd made me wear it for this particular, what we call bridge. Thanks, Todd. You know I'd do it, right? Tempted to take it off, but we'll leave it on. If you'd like to volunteer for Operation Red Nose, you don't have to wear one of these, but you can if you think it's fun. It's going to fall off. The number to call to volunteer, I'm going to correct myself, 740-6572. The number to call to use the service, 755-6969, running for 11 days beginning November 28th until New Year's Eve. The 21st annual Kris Kringle Craft Market is now underway at Bevan Park, and there are more than 150 artisans, $10,000 worth of door prizes to be won. There's a Kris Kringle kitchen and a whole lot more. The best place to go for all the details is kriskringle.ca. I'm going to take this off now. Can I take it off now, Todd?
No.
No, he says. Okay, thanks for watching this edition of Go Island. I do what I'm told sometimes. We'll see you next time.
Lakeside Dental Clinic Go Island is brought to you by Lakeside Dental Clinic, a division of the Vancouver Island Implant Centre, delivering dental services, including dental implants and sedation dentistry, all under one roof. Clothing supplied by Catwalk Fashions. Kate's Hair and Aesthetics provided by Maffeo Salon.